Today's postcard is from one of the most cultured places in the country. Let Kate Knowles and me show you round the Dulwich Picture Gallery in Surrey. Why has Dulwich got an art gallery, which I've spoken to people, they've said it's one of the most important in the country?
It's the oldest public art gallery in the country. It all came about by a rather interesting historical accident. The King of Poland, a man without any political power, was collecting pictures for a national gallery in Poland in the 1790s. He commissioned two art dealers to collect the pictures for him. The French Revolution was going on, so there were lots of pictures for sale. The aristocrats were getting rid of their pictures. So these two men collected this wonderful collection of paintings. They were about to deliver them to the King of Poland when Catherine the Great of Russia, was a great, powerful empress, got rid of the King of Poland, forced him to abdicate, and our two founders who had bought the pictures couldn't deliver them and were never paid for them. So they had this huge collection, and they offered them to the British government, saying, why don't we have a national gallery in Britain? The British government, who were in the middle of fighting the Napoleonic Wars, said, we can't afford it in any way, what a funny idea. So the two gentlemen, in the end, left the pictures in their wills to Dulwich College, and they also left enough money to build this gallery. And the great Regency architect, Sir John Soane, was commissioned to build this gallery. And even then, there was very little money about, and so Sir John Soane did it without a commission. He did it without a fee. And the gallery was built in 1811.
And someone's told me it's one of the most important galleries in the whole of Britain.
Well, it was very interesting because when Sir John Soane designed it, there was no public art gallery in the world for him to refer to. So he designed this out of the blue, and it is he got it right first time. The lighting which comes in from the top means that the pictures are in daylight all the time, which of course is the perfect way to look at pictures. The rooms are all cubes, double cubes and cubes, so their proportions are absolutely perfect. And it's so important that when the Sainsbury wing of the National Gallery was built recently, the architects who built it referred to this in the upper galleries. They are the same as these galleries, and it's a homage to Dulwich Picture Gallery.
That's amazing. So the first public art gallery in the world.
Yes.
Tell us about some of your favourite pictures or pictures of importance.
The gallery's most popular picture is by Rembrandt. It's called Girl at a Window. And it's the most lovely picture. It's of a young girl, nobody knows anything about it, painted in the 1640s, thereabouts. And the girl is looking at us, and she's very, very real. You don't know how old she is. She's probably about 12, we think. And she stares at us, and it was one of the first very, very real portraits that were ever painted. And there was a whole school of pictures that copied the way that picture was painted.
And another?
There's a very big Rubens, a beautiful Rubens called Venus, Mars and Cupid, with a great big, beautiful, lush, voluptuous, naked Venus, squirting milk into her baby's mouth, Cupid, and the father, Mars, is standing behind, watching proudly, and she seems to talk about being a mother, being very, very sexy, but being a goddess. Everything is there in that picture.
Any British painters?
Yes, we've got Hogarth and we've got Gainsborough's and Reynolds's. We've got a Hogarth called The Fishing Party. One of our most popular pictures is called The Linley Sisters by Gainsborough, which is a picture of two girls. And they were both very, very musical, and one of them's looking rather sad. And what we don't know is that at the time that she was being painted, she was thinking of her lover, who was the playwright Sheridan, and she actually ran off with him not long after the picture was painted, although at the time she'd been forbidden to even see him.
So well worth a visit?
Worth a visit. Come to this lovely gallery. Not surprisingly, the gallery has been much loved by artists and writers.
John Ruskin and Robert Browning were both frequent visitors to the gallery, and international as well as local visitors have been attracted to this place ever since it was opened. During the Second World War, the pictures were evacuated to Wales, where they were kept for several years in a quarry, and luckily so, as the gallery was bombed in 1944 and severely damaged. Now, surely there can't be another art gallery in the world that houses a mausoleum.
I think Salvador Dali is buried in his museum in a mausoleum, but apart from that, I think we're the only ones. Our founders are buried here. And I think when Sir John Soane designed this building, he put this mausoleum in the centre of the building, so you came into the building and you saw light and pictures and beauty, and straight ahead of you there was always the reminder of death, so that would give you pause for thought.
It certainly does.
And the other interesting thing about this mausoleum is, you know the red telephone box?
Yes.
Designed in, I think, 1924 by Sir Giles Gilbert Scott.
Yes.
It is based, the design of the telephone box is based on the design of this mausoleum. If you look outside, the little dome on the top is exact replica of the original telephone box.
Oh, but you can actually also see it here, the outline, can't you, too, at the very
Yes.
top? Going back to the mausoleum, did they know they wanted to be buried here?
Yes.
Oh, they did?
They
It
did.
wasn't a surprise to them
No,
afterwards?
they were rather pretentious art dealers, and I think to have their own mausoleum in their own museum was an idea that appealed to them a great deal.
So it was already in the will.